Hi, everybody. We have fabulous trial attorney Christopher Dolan of Dolan Law Firm out of San Francisco and Los Angeles, Chris?
Right.
I'm Sam from Life Law. And Chris, what we were talking about today at the Advocates Club is in regards to the 20% fee initiative cap and I'll let you answer, is trying to get passed. So what people need to understand is who is supportive of it is an indication of why they are in support of it. And what I mean is, can you discuss with us your understanding as to who is behind this 2024 ballot initiative where they're trying to cap the attorney's fees on consumer attorney cases?
Sure, and historically, this isn't the first time we faced this. If you think about who is behind it, it's who's everybody on the other side of the V that we deal with. It is pharma, it's oil, it's insurance companies. Anybody whose name appears on the other side of the V wants to have an effect on our side of the V. And by that I mean it's plaintiff versus defendant. And very rarely do you have an individual defendant, there's some corporation involved. So they have unlimited resources that they want to put into depriving clients of access to people like us. Because if you think about it, why aren't they putting a 20% fee cap on auto repair? Dentists. Why not limit the ability of other people to access services simply because it is not well for any system that's involved in? So it's the dark side.
As a former president of CAOC, and you alluded to it in your answer, can you tell us a little bit about the history of a fee cap initiative over the past 20 years or so?
So back in the 90s, we faced something called the Terrible 200s, which was an attempt to put a 25% fee cap on all personal injury and cases that we handle. And, it was really the slimmest of margins. We were midnight, 1 o'clock, and it turned, and it was just by a hair that we were able to preserve access to justice. And it's not about just preserving our ability to make money. Statistically, the average personal injury case is under $50,000. So if they put a 20% cap on that, they eliminate 85% of the cases that will be brought in the personal injury sphere. Now, interestingly enough, insurance companies need us to get people to purchase insurance. So it may not exactly be to their benefit, but they want to eliminate the bulk of these claims because they have to pay costs of defense.
Very well put. So, as a trial lawyer, can you explain to the public how a 20% cap, regardless of when the case is resolved, be it in pre-litigation, after filing suit, or even post-trial, how your understanding that there's a fee cap will affect your strategizing with your client, whether or not you advise them to go to trial based on costs and fees involved in trial, and how would it affect your decision-making to go to trial or not on a case that you would normally take without a fee cap?
Well, for any of us who've been living with micro for the past 40, 50 years, it's a very obvious issue. It creates a false economy, which is you're not necessarily looking at the issue of how much is a case worth in reality, but how much can someone spend on advancing a case within the economic reality of the work that we do. So how will it affect us? We will have to, just as we were with medical malpractice cases, become more selective. But the other thing we would have to do is try to work on legislative issues that redefine the system to reduce the costs involved. And I helped sponsor a law which was the expedited jury trial, which would probably be used more because it can keep costs down and the number of experts and other items like that. But how will it affect it? The reality is you can't dump $1 million into a case that you're going to get $200,000 back on. You can't dump $40,000 in a case you're going to get $20,000. You can't put 20 in on a case you're going to get 5 on. And so people will become more selective, and unfortunately, folks will either not be able to find competent counsel or they'll be left on their own to be picked off by the wolves.
Exactly. Very well put. Everybody, Christopher Dolan of the Dolan Law Firm, former CAOC president, a great person and a great lawyer. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.